Ladies and gentlemen, your host for this evening, she's a teacher, a stage and musical director, a vocal instructor, a writer, a playwright, a stand-up comic, and a soprano soloist. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Karen Sipes.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 31st Annual Ben Chambers Sage Business Awards, brought to you by Lee West Bank. I'm your host, Karen Sipes, and I did want to mention that Annie Lennox did want to be here personally to sing that song, but she got tied up, and I will let her go as soon as the awards are over. It is my great honor to be with you tonight. Tonight's program is about one simple thing, other than me. If you are a nominee, please stand. I'm guessing you know who you are. Thank you. Tonight, you are here because you have been nominated and recognized by a jury of your peers, and that's a pretty big honor. These businesses have been recognized as those who have gone above and beyond what it means to do business in Central Oregon. Absolutely, they run or own a successful business or organization, but more than that, their determination, innovation, industriousness, and generosity are what embodies the spirit of the Sage Business Awards. All of tonight's nominees are to be congratulated for all of their hard work. You are a large part of what makes Central Oregon not just a great place to do business, but a great place to live. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, show your congratulations with thunderous applause for this year's deserving nominees.
And now, please welcome to the stage Katie Brooks, the CEO of the Bend Chamber of Commerce, and Chairman of the Board, Vic Martinez from Payne West Insurance.
All right, how am I going to get this off? Hi, Vic. Hi, everybody. Welcome. How's everybody doing tonight? Good? I hope you're having a great night tonight. I am so thrilled that you're all here. I feel so honored to be a Chamber of Commerce in a community like this. And I just want to point out the really cool part about tonight, too, is those of you who are nominated were nominated by your peers. And there's just not a lot better than that, is to be recognized by folks that you live and work with every day. So thank you for those of you who are here who are nominees and those who nominated them. So, to get this evening kicked off, I want to do a couple of things. The first things first, I want to thank our sponsors for the evening. So in the fluffy duffy chairs in the front is US Bank, our title sponsor this year. They're very fancy. And I want to thank them and the fact that their volunteers are helping us out tonight all over the place. And so thanks to those folks who showed up just to lend a hand from US Bank. Okay, I'm going to read now. I'm going to stay on script. So we'd also like to thank, by the way, tonight is the 30th anniversary of the Sage Business Awards. 30 years of recognizing each other. That's worth celebrating. So, tonight's sponsors, we really appreciate Ferguson Wellman Capital Management, Webfoot Painting, Bentel, Crater Lake Spirits and Bend Distillery, Northwest Navigators, Secure Storage, and It's the Touch, who provided all of the gladiolas that you see around the tables tonight. So let's thank all of these folks for helping us out tonight. And I also want to recognize our media sponsors tonight. Special thanks to News Channel 21 and to the Bulletin, the Bend Radio Group, Combined Communications, and Horizon Broadcasting. And I would also like to thank my special rock stars, the Bend Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. If you are a member of the Board of Directors, could you please stand and be recognized? And speaking of rock stars, I get to introduce my chairman of the board, Vic Martinez.
I think that's the first time I've been introduced as a rock star, so I'm happy. And welcome to our family from US Bank here too. You guys have great seats this evening. Katie, it's such a privilege to be here this evening as we honor the commitment, the innovation, and the vision. It has taken our nominees to succeed tonight, and we celebrate their heartfelt dedication and creating a community that grows and thrives together. So again, thank you for the nominees this evening. Katie, back to you.
All right. Now I'm going to have some wine because I think I'm done now. And I really am glad that you're all here tonight and celebrating the winners and everyone who's nominated. Thank you very much for coming.
Keep it going. Don't they look nice? Thank you. And now, Oh, it's still on her part of the script. I'm going to turn it to mine. There we go. Now, before we get started, I want to take a minute and say thank you to our SAGE Awards judges. And they do not have small feet. Oh, this was no small feet. That's what it said. Sorry. Let's just say that next year's judges are going to have some very big shoes to fill. All right. This year, our judges individually put in over 50 hours of their own time reviewing all written applications completed by live interviews with each nominee to get to know their business. Will Connie Drewliner, Travis Ulrich, Sarah Lauderdale, Katie Anderson, Amanda Rose, and Tammy Bainey please stand and be recognized? Thank you. That's excellent. And now, the moment we have all been waiting for. Our first category this evening is for the Small Business of the Year Award. This award showcases a small business with 20 or fewer employees. Their business exemplifies a strong community presence and noteworthy operational successes in areas such as sound business planning, fiscal responsibility, community involvement, and customer service, as well as strong business ethics and integrity. Here are the nominees for Small Business of the Year.
Coiled cabs.
Oh my gosh!
We like to provide to you
Oh.
clean cabs, cool drivers, and fair rates, which is the coiled cabs promise to you. We've been operating for 4 years now, and we do a lot of advertising for local businesses, events, theater, music, and like to stay involved in the community in that way. And we just like to keep offering our services to us here in the community. So thank you so much for your time.
Crossdot Digital and Creative Agency.
We are a full-service digital and creative marketing agency.
And our mission is focused on taking care of our team, taking care of our clients, and taking care of our community.
A little bit of seriousness, lots of silliness, but we get the job done.
Mazama Media.
You know how most business leaders have a hard time wrapping their heads around their social media? Well, we've created a blueprint that connects with their customers and grows their business, all while internally growing a fantastic culture built around integrity, fun, innovation, and positivity. We also do a lot of outreach in the community, helping in every way we possibly can.
Northwest Home Loans.
We have so much gratitude for the clients we get to serve every day. Every family we serve, we get to donate monies back to an organization that's a passion for us. These monies go to actually saving lives of first responders, police, firefighters, and our nation's finest that are struggling with post-traumatic stress and the suicide epidemic. This is a true passion for all of us at our company. So by choosing to work with us to help you with your financials with mortgage needs, you know you get to save lives.
Precision Body and Paint.
We were established in 2010. We opened up after a period of recession in Central Oregon. We were able to immediately put 15 people to work, and we are now at 17 employees. We were able to maintain the strict, rigorous standards of manufacturer certification, which we found lacking in Central Oregon. So we were able to train and tool all of our technicians and our staff to meet those certification requirements.
Rainmaker Institute.
The Rainmaker Institute was created to help fill a void in our community with social sustainability. Organizations, businesses, and government agencies needed help with understanding how do we recruit and retain more diverse workforce? What do we do to meet the regulations with State Equity Pay Act? What should we do to reduce unconscious biases, discrimination, and harassment? What do we need to do to ensure all citizens in Bend feel respected, valued, and they reach their full potential and enjoy their jobs in their workplaces and in our community?
Starfire Body Piercing Studio and Body Jewelry Company.
I make a living by poking holes in people. Got your attention, didn't I? Yep, it sounds a little bit funny when I say it too. Myself and the crew at Starfire may pay the bills by providing precision body piercings to folks here in Bend, as well as offering a wide selection of fine body jewelry to customers worldwide. But what really makes Starfire what it is by trying to give each of our customers a genuine personal experience, by being involved in our community and by being good role models. We do all these things while providing the quality service that our customers came to see us for in the first place. Oh yeah, and we try to have a little bit of fun while we're at work too.
UPS Store.
The UPS stores at Bend provide our customers, especially small businesses, all of the ings that they need. We do everything from printing, shredding, mailboxing, notarizing, promotional iteming, not really a word, faxing if you can believe it, and of course shipping. Once our customers know everything that we can do for them, our mission is to make sure they don't go anywhere else for those services.
The Wallace Group, Inc.
Wallace Group is very excited to be considered for the 2019 Small Business of the Year Award. Our firm's geotechnical engineers, construction service, and earth science professionals have been practicing in Bend for over 22 years and have earned the reputation as the recognized experts on Central Oregon's geosystem. From lava tubes to landslides and sinkholes to flooding, our geosystem affects the way we live. Wallace Group understands the environment, and from chairlifts on Mount Bachelor and schools in Bend to fish ladders on the Crooked River and data centers in Prineville, we're proud to serve Central Oregon and help solve our geosystem challenges.
Once again, your nominees are Coiled Cabs, Dot Digital Creative, Mazama Media, Northwestern Home Loans, Precision Body and Paint, Rainmaker Institute, Starfire Body Piercing Studio, the UPS Store, the Wallace Group.
They are not going to make it easy. For this small business, it's not about ego or being the biggest or having the most employees. It's about having the best people possible and doing the most for their clients. It's a mindset and commitment of service that allows them to be great. And they like to say, if they hold up their end of the bargain, we know that we can't help but be successful. The motto is, we work hard for our clients so we can play hard with our neighbors. Without further ado, the 2019 Small Business of the Year recipient is Northwestern Home Loans. Come on up. Keep it going. I can hold it.
Thank you.
No.
Oh, so I'm really nervous, but I prepared something. So my name is Matt Keck. I'm the operations manager at Northwestern Home Loans. I'm honored to accept this award on behalf of Northwestern Home Loans team. Thank you guys so much. You guys are incredible, incredible. We can't do what we do without our team, that's for sure. Our founder, Matt Bassett, who you saw in the video, couldn't be here today. Matt is at day one of our Scotch event. For those of you who don't know, the Scotch is now in its 5th year and benefits our country's heroes, specifically those who are suffering from post-traumatic stress. Currently, there are 22 veterans who commit suicide every day. The Scotch raises money to help sponsor those heroes struggling with the desire to continue living. We send those struggling heroes to a 6-day cohort called Save a Warrior. During their 6 days, they interact with other heroes who are also struggling, and together, through a variety of sessions, team building activities, and individual breakthrough moments, they leave understanding that they and their lives are worth it. On top of contributing $100 from every loan we close at Northwestern Home Loans, we hold an annual golf tournament and auction to help raise money for this amazing cause. We thank those of you who are participating this year, those who have participated in the past, those who are current or past clients of Northwestern Home Loans, because every loan we've closed, you've contributed to this cause. The monies we raise from the Scotch and via our $100 per closed loan matters, because just saving one is worth it. To date, we have helped raise over $200,000 for this cause. Friends, that's 57 lives. 57 lives we've saved. 57. Amazing. Amazing. You know what? Every one of them are worth it. Northwestern Home Loans would like to acknowledge all of the other amazing businesses who are nominated for this prestigious award, and would like to congratulate the fellow winners who are to be announced. We would also like to thank Ben Chamber, as recognizing businesses' accomplishments is so very important to the vitality of a community such as ours. Ben is special, and we are all incredibly proud to have any chance to serve in a beautiful place we get to call home. As for our company, we're small, but we're mighty. Goodness gracious. As they say, we work hard for our clients so we can play hard with our new neighbors. But we have another saying, because you are worth it. That resonates throughout our company. It resonates with anyone who works with us, and you'll know just by stopping by. If you have a chance to swing by our office, you'll find an amazing collection of professionals who are always ready to step up and serve, but who are also bend enough to sit down, drink a beer, and just chat. You know why? Because you're worth it. Thank you again for this wonderful award, friends, and for recognizing the contributions we give. Thank you so much.
That was amazing. Thank you. The Large Business of the Year Award showcases a business with 21 or more employees who exemplifies a strong community presence, noteworthy operational successes in areas such as sound business planning, fiscal responsibility, community involvement, and customer service, as well as strong business ethics and integrity. The nominees for Large Business of the Year are
Central Oregon Daily News.
We operate the local CBS and ABC affiliates here in Central Oregon, as well as COTV, your local community access channel, and the Central Oregon Visitors Network. Our job is to keep viewers safe and informed. Our mission is to be the #1 provider of news, information, and entertainment in Central Oregon on the screen of the viewer's choice.
Kaufman Vision Clinic.
We've been in Central Oregon for 21 years, and our goal is to help people with their vision needs and to help solve problems. We also have 25 employees now. We started off with about 4, and our employees are very important to us. We try to treat them well, and our office has a lot of fun. We've been having people come in and saying, wow, you guys are really having a good time in here, aren't you? And so that's exactly what our goal is, to us have a good time and for our patients to have a good time as well.
Columbia Bank.
At Columbia Bank, relationships drive everything we do. Relationships with our team members, customers, and communities is our primary focus and consideration for the decisions we make as a company. Our belief is that by taking care of this three-legged stool, so to speak, everything else will fall into place in terms of providing value for our shareholders and continuing to run a successful financial institution. We take our customers and their businesses very seriously, but we don't take ourselves too seriously. Banking isn't the stuffy 25th floor boardroom anymore, and we approach business as we know you have a lot of options to choose from. Why not let us show you how we can manage your relationship and provide you with the service you deserve? Life can be tough, but banking doesn't need to be. All we ask for is an opportunity to earn your business, so please consider us when looking at options.
News Channel 21 KTVZ.
Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Bob Shaw, the Chief Meteorologist for NPG of Oregon. We are a family of stations, including NBC, that's KTVZ, KFXO is the Fox affiliate, the CW of Bend, and Telemundo. We are proud to serve Central Oregon as Central Oregon's news leader, and we have news products that last through the day and into tonight.
Pine Mountain Sports.
We're really fortunate to be able to sell bikes and skis to such a wonderful, engaging community. Ever since our inception in 2000, we've really worked to be an asset to the community as a whole, helping those in needs and not just serving those in the outdoor community. But long story short, we really appreciate the consideration. Honored to be here, and you can count on us working to take good care of you for as long as we can. Thank you.
Sun Mountain Fun Center.
Sun Mountain Fun Center, we are a locally owned third-generation family business in Bend that has been here 25 years, currently going under a huge renovation after 25 years to add attractions and continue on into the future.
Tokyo Starfish.
Tokyo Starfish is a top-level producer, distributor, and retailer of both medical and recreational cannabis products in the state of Oregon. Right, Gary?
Come on, dude, can't we just say it now?
Say what?
We sell weed.
Pretty much. Recap, we sell weed.
We set out to normalize the cannabis experience.
In 4 years, we have created 58 jobs, rolled out healthcare, and hopefully have positively impacted the lives of 58 families in Central Oregon.
We want to thank you for inviting us here today and helping us normalize cannabis industry. Thank you.
It's just weed.
It's just weed.
Once again, your nominees are Central Oregon Daily Zolo Media, Kaufman Vision Clinic, Columbia Bank, News Channel 21 KTVZ, Pine Mountain Sports, Sun Mountain Fun Center, Tokyo Starfish.
This large business says that being an active part of this community is important and also something that makes them very proud. Going into its 19th year in business, with $70,000 being donated to local charities, this large business began as a very small mom and pop business and today employs 28 people. The 2019 Large Business of the Year recipient is Pine Mountain Sports! Come on up! Well, I hoped you made a speech because I didn't.
I didn't either.
Oh, okay.
So am I supposed to hold this for a minute?
Well, I'll hold it.
Okay, cool. All right. Hey, I guess here we go. First of all, my name is Dan McGarrigle. My beautiful wife, Michelle, and I own Pine Mountain Sports here in town. We are so fortunate. We get to sell bikes and skis and live in Bend, Oregon. But the most important thing is we get to live in Bend, Oregon, and we get to call this place our home. So thank you so much for allowing us to do that for so long. Can everybody hear me okay? Am I doing all right? All right, so here we go. I have no papers, I have no plan, but I'm gonna wing it, and this is what we're gonna go down to. If anybody's heard me give speeches in the past, and there's probably a few people in here that have, I'm gonna make you go through one more. But anytime that we get the opportunity to address a group like you folks here in the room, we realize that this community is made up of not businesses and not mountains and not the area of Bend, but the individuals that make up this community is really what makes us great. And just real quickly, can I get a show of hands of people in this room that are actually born and raised in Bend? How many do we have? What is that? Is that 2? Seriously, is that 3? 4? Okay, so here's where I'm going with this. Over the years, we've been so fortunate to work with so many great people, both in what we do and what we work to support with our organization. And long story short, we recognize that a lot of people have moved to Bend because Bend's pretty awesome. Yeah, it is. I mean, we should just give a big old round of applause for beautiful Bend, Oregon. Yeah. But in doing what we do for as long as we've done it, and I'm still a little, I can't believe we're actually up here, especially as a large business, but okay. It goes like this. Over the years, we've really learned that there's two reasons that most people move to Bend. And one, it's because, yes, the accessibility of the outdoors, the beautiful weather, but it's also because we really believe that we have a community that as individuals we can engage in and we can make a difference in. The folks over there that won for the small business, they're awesome. I don't know anything about them, but I want to go to them. Yeah, so give it up for those guys. But here's my real message to the business community, and I don't get to address the business community very often, but it's going to go like this. The best thing that you can do, you know, Bend's growing. We are straining. I've been watching Bob Shaw now for 20 years. I love this guy down here in the front row. Yeah, Bob, thank you. But it goes like this. The best thing that you can do with Bend, if you want to see Bend be the community that it was when you moved here, and that it is today, and that you want it to be in the future, that's up to us. It is up to us to set the expectation for everybody that's moving to town, for everybody that's visiting town, and for everybody that's coming through town to show people who we are. So traffic gets busy, the line at Safeway was long, oh my gosh, I didn't make through at the stop sign in 3 cars, I had to wait for 5. It's up to us. Yeah, I mean, you know, these are Bend problems. But yeah, they are, you know, we get freaked out because, oh my gosh, it took me 12 minutes to get to Costco today. But here it goes, folks. It is up to each and every one of us to set the expectation of what we expect Bend, Oregon to be. And with every single business owner in here, what we have, that's right, you can do that, come on. With every small business owner, with every community leader, with everybody here that engages with a network of people, it is up to us as individuals, as business owners, to show people who we are. So as we get pushed, as we get pulled, as we grow, our job, we rise. We keep showing people what kindness is about, what love is about, what support is about, what generosity is about, and what understanding is about. Because don't get me wrong, folks, I don't know what else makes a great community like those characteristics do. So keep in mind, it's up to all of us. I'm going to go back to the table. I'm going to freak out with my wife a little bit and just be like, oh my gosh, we won this. But that's really all I've got. So I just wanted to say thank you so much. Thank you to our staff, our customers, all of you guys. Thank you so much, everyone. We are humbled.
While we're mentioning the greatness of Bend, let's not forget the roundabouts. I would like to personally thank the citizens of Bend for helping to keep the mystery alive by refusing to use your left or right turn signal. Because in Bend, it is none of your business which way anybody is going. Thank you. Thank you. And now, presenting the award for Nonprofit of the Year and the sponsor of this category, please welcome the Executive Vice President at Ferguson Wellman Capital Management, Mary Lago. Give it up.
Well, good evening. For starters, I've got to tell you, I can't sing, and I have no good jokes for you tonight. But I am really, really excited to be here to announce the Nonprofit of the Year Award, which recognizes the outstanding accomplishments of a nonprofit organization in areas such as strategic alliances, fundraising, role in society, and marketing, all in pursuit of its mission. Your nominees for the Nonprofit Organization of the Year are
Healthy Beginnings.
I'm Diane Murray Fleck, Executive Director of Healthy Beginnings. We're a nonprofit that has served Central Oregon for over 20 years by providing free comprehensive health and developmental screenings for children under the age of 5. About 40% of Central Oregon children arrive to kindergarten with some sort of barrier or concern to learning. And about half of those children that have an identified concern don't graduate high school. Parenting has gotten really complicated, so has medicine and education, and we're one pathway that is free and mobile and setting up shop right where families live, making it super easy to have any of your concerns addressed and making it super easy to care for your family. Success for Healthy Beginnings is being a warm touch for a family that may have felt disconnected or had a concern for a while and wasn't sure where to go. They would come to us and spend an hour and a half at all of our stations and speak with our experts. Possibly we would identify a concern and that we would get them to a referral source that could spend quality time with them addressing that concern. So what we do, although it seems small, has a huge impact on high school graduation rates and the quality of our workforce and basically the future of Central Oregon and our quality of life.
J-Bar-J Youth Services.
I'm Amy Fraley, Program Director at J-Bar-J Youth Services, and I've been with J-Bar-J for 8 years. J-Bar-J serves thousands of kids every year in a variety of different ways. The kids that we work with, first we meet their basic needs. And if a kid's not being fed, if they're not being sheltered, if they're not safe, then they can't learn to do things differently. We address thinking errors that provide an opportunity for them to see their potential and see that potential for a long period of time. This is not a one and done. We build relationships and foster kids all the way through.
I enjoy working with kids. I enjoy, trying to be able to provide them the structure, the direction and the support so that they can be successful in their lives.
I didn't think I deserved a second chance. I didn't think that I deserved to go back out in the community and try to show that I'm a different person. And I never been told that before. And I know that when Amy said that she actually meant it. This place and my parole officers actually inspired me to do criminal justice so I can become a parole and probation officer or even a police officer or help out programs, and yeah, it's helped a lot.
We have kids that come back all the time. We have staff that came through our programs that come back and want to provide the same experience or even a better experience for other vulnerable members of our community.
There was a kid that worked down at a Ford dealership in Medford, Oregon, who said that he was in charge of some employees and he taught them the same thing that we taught them, how to identify tactics and thinking errors and be able to correct them. So that's pretty rewarding, again, hearing back from the kids that have graduated or left in any way, shape, or form, and just telling us how successful they are.
Across J-Bar-J, in every single program, if you ask the kids what they want people to know, they want the community to know that they're not bad kids, that maybe they made a bad choice, but they want the opportunity to do different, and they deserve that opportunity. And that's what we give them. We give them a chance.
Redmond Proficiency Academy.
My name is John Bullock, and I am the Executive Director of the Redmond Proficiency Academy. In a traditional education system, time is the constant and learning is the variable. Everybody goes to school the same amount of time, and at the end of that, they're given a grade that says this is how much you learned. In a proficiency-based system, we make learning the constant and time the variable. So you can go as fast as you need to, or if you need to slow down, that works as well. And so we focus on making sure we have smaller class sizes, focus on making sure they have opportunities to learn outside the classroom, focus on ensuring they have the technology they need to learn. Every year we have a 180-degree award that goes to a student who's overcome great obstacles to get to graduation. And they get to be the last person to speak at our graduation, and they're the one that tells their classmates to turn their tassels. We have stories like that of students who people maybe gave up on or maybe gave up on themselves, but we try to outlast that. We've injected competition into the public sector by creating an opportunity where students can demonstrate their knowledge at the same level or beyond as their peers and do so at a lower cost. We're able to do that because we're a nonprofit company. And as a nonprofit company, our focus is on ensuring that we deliver as many of the resources as possible to the students. What we provide students is an opportunity to come to school, whoever you are, from wherever you're from, and get an education that's rooted in you becoming who you want to be. And that's what sets us apart, I think, from other educational opportunities, is that we're not trying to make you into our image, we're trying to make you into the best image of who you are.
The Giving Plate.
My name is Renee Staley, and I am the Executive Director of the Giving Plate Food Bank in Bend, Oregon. Our story as an organization actually starts back in 2008. My parents and my husband and I, we lost our homes to the economy, and that's when my mom had this idea of starting this small mom and pop food bank that could maybe serve 500 families. The money that we were using was from an accident my mom was in, and she'd gotten this really small settlement, and that's what she was thinking, how can I use this money to make a bigger impact? We are very intentional to create relationship and to get to know our guests and their stories and connect them to other resources, because every person is important. Over 60% of the individuals we serve as an organization are under the age of 18. One of our programs is called Kids Corner, and we are the only ones in Oregon, possibly the nation, with this kind of concept where kids are empowered to come in and they get to shop and choose the food that they receive. So even kids who don't have a need come in and think it's the coolest place ever. We really want to create a space and an environment that people actually can look forward to coming to, instead of feeling that shame and that guilt surrounding needing food relief. A few years ago, we were asked what one word would describe the Giving Plate. So we polled our guests on social media, and no one defined us with food. People gave words like hope and security, dignity, respect, community, love. And it was so encouraging, because we work really hard to not just provide food, but to create that space that feels safe and welcoming. And to hear that our guests see us that way, that felt like a win, and that felt like success in itself.
Volunteers in Medicine Clinic of the Cascades.
Volunteers with Medicine was started back in the early 2000s. Dr. Ron Carver was our first medical director and one of the founding board members. And he went to every single provider in this community and said, we want to start this clinic. Here's the concept, here's the model, will you participate? And every single person said, yes, of course I will. So from that legacy back in 2004, we have continued that up until today. And we still have that level of commitment. It's really this whole community bringing that to bear.
Working at the Volunteers in Medicine Clinic is particularly nice because the patients here are beyond grateful. They're just so happy to have a place to come, number one. And then when you ask them to do something, they actually do it. And they come back with their blood pressure readings, or they come back with their blood sugar readings. They just show you gratitude. They make the whole experience really nice.
Bend is so fortunate to have this. And we've just helped thousands of families and people since it's been here.
Once again, your nominees are Healthy Beginnings, J. Youth Services, Redmond Proficiency Academy, The Giving Plate, Volunteers in Medicine.
Well, so many amazing nominees. Offering the only program of its kind in Oregon, this nonprofit organization has been serving Central Oregon for over 20 years. They take a no wrong door approach to caring for families completely free. They turn no one away and often serve as a warm touch for families that might find it difficult to connect with services elsewhere. Their philosophy is that every family deserves access to care. They are a pediatric mobile health clinic that meets families where they are. It's estimated that nearly 40% of children enter kindergarten with barriers to success. By providing free screenings to all families, this nonprofit organization works to identify those barriers and connect families with life-changing services, helping to ensure that children enter school ready to succeed. They believe all families deserve multiple pathways to caring for their children. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2019 nominees for winner of Nonprofit Organization of the Year is... Yes. Healthy Beginnings. Come on up.
Yes, try to speak directly into the microphone. Speak directly into the microphone.
So this was so beyond my comprehension that I have literally nothing prepared. When we received the nomination, I said to my team, we've already won. Just by being nominated and being on the list with all of these other incredible nonprofits that oftentimes we're referring our families to. I mean, the win has already happened, so tonight I'm having like an out-of-body experience. When I think about Dan of Pine Mountain, and we're a News Channel 21 Cares for Kids sponsor, Bob Shaw, I've had heart-to-hearts with both of these people. They are treasures to our community in Central Oregon. To be standing on a stage that they've been on is amazing. The second thing I said to my team after saying the win is being nominated is, if by some slim chance we do get chosen, I will not be walking up there alone. So I think I can speak for any executive director of any nonprofit. The work is deeply meaningful. You don't fall into this work. The work is a calling, and it has very little to do with money. It has to do with heart, and it has to do with a deep love of your community and just being of service. And we don't do that alone. I may have a title, but really it's all hands on deck. So I want to take this moment to acknowledge the volunteers that can't be up on the stage with me, because we wouldn't exist without being a volunteer-run organization. Tracy, everything you touch is beautiful. Every family that you greet, I feel so blessed to have you as the backbone of our organization. Shanika, you are brilliant. You make everything happen. You're 8 steps ahead of me, and I feel very, very lucky to be a part of this organization and also be a part of Central Oregon. I want to reiterate what Dan said. To be honest with you, nonprofit, the work is very meaningful. The work is a calling, but it's challenging, and we can't do it without businesses. We can't do it with all of you asking us to pick our head up and show you what we're doing. I think some of the underbelly of nonprofit is that we can be a little too humble, and our work ethic is put your head down and get it done, and we forget to look up and ask for help. And we forget to look up and say to fellow businesses, can you help us? Can you keep us running? Can you support us? And I've lived all over the country. I'm a native New Yorker. I've never been in a community of businesses that is more supportive of young children and families and equity. And so I want to applaud all of you here, and I want to really let you all know that none of these nonprofits can exist without all of you calling us occasionally and saying, how can we help boost you? We see what you're doing, we see the work, we see what you're trying to do. How can we help you? There's nothing better than having a hand reach back when you're working so hard. So thank you, Ben Chamber, for this honor. As I said, it was beyond my comprehension, so we're very overwhelmed, and we will be screaming and chatting as Dan is with his wife. Thank you all very much. Thank you.
I can tell they're great with children. You should have heard them following directions on their way out. She said, go that way, we're going that way. I wish that all the children I work with would take a lesson from them. And now, there's no particular reason for this song other than I just really love Norah Jones. So, accompanied by the great jazz player, Dave Finch, I will now sing this song. Like a flower waiting to bloom, like a light bulb in a dark room. I'm just sitting here waiting for you to come on home, turn me on. Like the desert, waiting for the rain, like a school kid waiting for the spring. I'm just sitting here waiting for you to come on home, turn me on. My poor heart, it's been so dark since you've been gone. After all, you're the one who turns me off. You're the only one who can turn me back on. My hi-fi is waiting for a new tune. Glass is waiting for some fresh ice cubes. I'm just sitting here waiting for you to come on home, turn me on. Dave Finch. My poor heart, it's been so dark since you've been gone. After all, you're the one who turns me off. You're the only one who can turn me back on. My hi-fi is waiting for a new tune. Glass is waiting for some fresh ice cubes. I'm just sitting here waiting for you to come on home, turn me on, turn me on. Dave Finch. Thank you. And now, last but not at all least, it is time to announce the recipient of the 2019 People's Choice Award. Right, yeah. This is your choice. All the nominees are entered into the People's Choice Award. They are? Yes, that's right. Using any imaginative, creative, or traditional tactics available, businesses were encouraged to engage customers who weren't already engaged, and clients, friends, and family to vote online, and the business with the most votes wins, except in Florida. No. We didn't want to do the recount, so we left Florida out. Okay. With record-breaking votes, this year blew previous years out of the water, and because of this, we decided to recognize a runner-up for the People's Choice Award. Receiving more votes than the winner last year, I'd like to ask Central Oregon Daily Zolo Media to stand up and be recognized. Very nice. And now, can I get a drum roll, please? The people have spoken. The 2019 People's Choice Award goes to Redmond Proficiency Academy. Come on up. Keep it going.
Well, thank you so much. I want to thank the Ben Chamber and U.S. Bank for making this possible. I also think, given the nature of the award, we should thank Al Gore for creating a series of tubes that became the internet. Because without him, we wouldn't have got the votes to win this thing. So. You know, I think one of the things that's important to me about the work we do is that we recognize that there are a lot of great people in our community doing a lot of great work. It was hard for me not to tear up watching every nonprofit that was nominated, because every single group was trying to find a way to help our children. And when you think about a community, one of the best things you can ask to determine the value of a community is to say, and how are the children? At the Redmond Proficiency Academy, we believe strongly that every child's life is important and valuable, and their contribution to society is worth challenging them to be the best person they can be. We have a saying at the Redmond Proficiency Academy that says, I am RPA, we are one. What we mean by that is that the individual is critically important. Every single one of us has a role to play in this community and in this world. And if we want the community and the world to be the place we want to live, then we've got to nourish the gifts of every single child. The We Are One means that we have to come together as a collective to be the future we want to be. And so when I stand here today and I think about the group of people we're surrounded with, I think about the award winners and the nominees, I think to myself, we have to accept and adopt the idea that every single one of us here is critically important to our future, and that together we can make the future that we want it to be. So no matter what community you're from, whether that's Bend or Redmond or all around Central Oregon, you have to adopt the philosophy that I am that person, and together we are one. As a young person growing up in the rural poverty of Southern Oregon, I didn't know that I would have a chance. But it was educators, it was teachers, it was people that took the time to believe in me that allowed me to be here today. And nearly a decade ago, a group of educators sat around my kitchen table. And we thought, if we had a bunch of baling wire and we had a bunch of duct tape and we had a bunch of bubble gum, could we create a system that would allow young people to become who they need to be for this world to be successful? And what we said in that moment was this: We have to reach out to every young person in our community. We have to believe in their strengths and their abilities, and we have to nourish that so we can create the world we want to see. When we started, we thought maybe 50 students would want to be a part of this. Today, we have over 900 students from throughout Central Oregon, including nearly 200 from Bend. We have 200 students on our waiting list who want one of those seats. And what we have created is a movement that says education can and will be as unique as you are. Thank you. Thank you very much.
The party's over. All right, everybody, that wraps it up. On behalf of the Bend Chamber, U.S. Bank, and myself, I would like to congratulate all of our winners and nominees and all of you for coming. And now on to the celebration. Join us for our celebratory libation. Remember, coiled caps was mentioned earlier. As you're thinking of libations, and meet and mingle with our award winners and all of our amazing nominees. And let the celebration begin. Thank you, everybody.